I'm not a lovable person. This is definitely karma for me for the decisions that I've made in my life. Hey, welcome back to my channel, M's Brown Eyes. I decided to break this video up into two parts. The first video is going to be about learning to get over losing a child, and the second part is going to be about my pregnancy journey. It took a very long time for me to make a video about losing a child. A lot of people that follow me on Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram could tell you that I was in a lot of pain, so much to the point where people are so genuinely happy for the direction that my life has gone in now. God is great. My friend Amanda has a not-for-profit organization dedicated to giving women a safe space and helping hand to continue the work towards our journey of healing. And you can see a lot of stories of other women, not just with loss, but abuse and stuff like that. It's a great platform for women. I had given her my story, and at the beginning I decided to share it anonymously. That was a few years ago, and I wasn't ready to speak about it at that time. However, recently she posted a picture. I gave birth and left without a child. Instantly I'm like, oh my gosh, that's how I felt. And then I realized that it's my story that's in there. And in the comments, it made me realize that even though there wasn't a name, people really felt for me. I actually commented under it, and it gave me a little bit of empowerment to tell people that I was in a better space now because it had happened so long ago. After that, I seen another woman on Instagram who I had known of because we live in the same city, but I hadn't met her personally. I seen that she was pregnant again, and I was so excited, and so I started stalking her Instagram, which is Biancas Corner. What got me on her page was this post about a rainbow baby. If you don't know what a rainbow baby is a baby that comes along after you lost a baby. And it made me realize that she had a rainbow baby. It's like I connected with her even though I had never met her. So I need to send her a message right now. So I sent her like 3 huge paragraphs just explaining who I was, how genuinely happy I am for her that she had another child after she lost one. And then I seen that she made a video. So I told her, you know, I feel like you're so brave for doing it, and I also went through something similar, and you know, this is how I feel, right, Tay? Great conversation. I told her that I had filmed the video, but I did not post it because I didn't think I was ready for it. And she said that people would be able to be inspired by my video if I had actually posted it. So I decided maybe I'm gonna post it. So I do have a video of losing my child and having an incompetent cervix. This video is going to be about attempting to start a family after losing a child. First, let's talk about getting on with your life after you've lost a child. I'm not gonna say that I was the quickest to get on with my life because I wasn't. For 2 years, I killed a lot of relationships that I had to the point where I just like, you know what? I'm gonna have a child by myself at this point. Like I don't even want to look for love. I'm not even gonna find love. I really gave up. I gave up. I'm not gonna tell you how to live, but I'm gonna tell you that you need to start living for something. I had always believed that there was a God, but I wasn't following God. When I was in pain, I would just be asking God why. That was the only conversation that I was having with him. What is it that you want to live for? What is it that is pushing you to continue going on? When I lost my child, I didn't have a want to continue. I wanted to die. This is the end for me. It's not fair. Why me? And what did I do wrong? So the first thing was definitely finding God. Then I had to begin to love myself. There was so much blame in why it happened. I thought that I'm not a lovable person. This is definitely karma for me for the decisions that I've made in my life. I didn't love myself. When I started looking for God and I started, you know, reading the Bible and trying to find out what religion I felt is good for myself, I definitely started loving myself because I was learning so much. I was so proud of myself. Good things were happening to me. A lot of blessings were coming my way instantly from me just taking this first step into a better direction. So I started loving myself. I believe 3 months later, I ended up finding a companion. When I met the person that I'm with now, it's like the love was so strong. We both knew that we wanted God to be in our relationship. So much great was happening in my life. I had found God. God had given me him, which is Kevin, and it just felt right. A lot of people were telling me that we were moving too quickly, but like I'll tell you in a future video about a relationship, it just felt right. It just felt like this was the right step. We ended up moving in with each other really quickly. We got to learn about each other a lot more, and we eventually got to the point where we're like, we really want to extend our family. It was really hard being in a relationship with someone who hadn't lost a child. When we started talking about honey, it was very difficult for me not to be envious. I felt like he didn't understand what I was going through because he got to bring home his baby. So it was really difficult, I found, to speak to him about my emotions about that. We've had lots of conversations about it, and he understands where I'm coming from, where I'm going through, but I felt at that moment at the beginning that you can't possibly feel what I'm going through if you haven't been in that situation. You can attempt to think about how I feel, or you can try to empathize with me, but you can't fully feel how it feels to go into a hospital with a child and come out without one. So it was very hard for me to get past that part in our relationship. Love God, love yourself, find something to live for and a reason to get up every day. Find a companion. It doesn't have to be a spouse. It could be anyone that you trust, someone that you could speak to, someone that you could talk to, someone that you could vent to. It could be a best friend. Find a way to let out your anger and your aggression, and being more positive about the process. And then I was able to be blessed with having a rainbow baby. It's a journey. I can tell you that I still cry sometimes when I look at my daughter today. I just look at her and I am so in love and I'm so happy. And it took me so long to get to this point. Believe that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and it's not always dark. And it's gonna get better. I didn't personally believe that myself. 4 years later is my testimony to say that it will get better and there is a light at the end of the tunnel. It might be 6 years, it might be 1 year. Everyone has their own timeline. Everyone's story is different. My story is gonna be different than your story, but what I can tell you is that it gets better. Okay. Thank you so much for making it to the end of my video. I really appreciate all the women who have spoken to me so far. It's been so healing to speak to other people who have gone through the same thing as me. Not that I want to wish that on anyone, but it's really important to know that you shouldn't be going through life alone. Anyways, that's enough rambling for this video. Definitely come back to my channel or use the little, insert outro here. Thank you for coming into this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.